Good evening, everyone. Late Night Mega here, and tonight we're back with some Guilds of Ravnica premiere drafting. This is a set I've been looking forward to, and I've been watching announcements. I haven't been doing a whole lot lately. We can talk more about that later. Let's get into the draft. I'm going to draft with gems because I have a lot of them. I'll save gold for if I do quick drafts. Well, I guess I can talk while we wait for a table. Interesting that we have to wait because this is I'm recording this the first night that they're bringing this out. Of course, they also brought out the chromatic cube, so a lot of people are probably doing that. There's still Outlaws of Thunder Junction drafting going on, and there's midweek magic, so people are probably doing that too at this time. Anyway, I've had a lot of things going on in my life, so I haven't had the time to do drafts, and B, I've been focusing more on the gaming channel. I'm considering a way where I can try and do a little bit of both. Maybe along the lines of like one draft a week. We should probably ready up here. Guilds of Ravnica. Let's talk about that. There are 5 guilds, 2 color pairs to go for in this. Chromatic Lantern is probably not what we want to be doing. Well, that's a 4-mana Lightning Helix. Or there's this Convoke Hexproof guy, which seems pretty good. First pick is going to be one of these two. I do like the Split card. Got a Mentor guy. Seven 5 with Hexproof. How do you even get rid of that in this format? I think we'll take it and try our luck with some sort of green deck. So we have Selesnya, and we're immediately rewarded with this. Those dice create 2 2/2 green and white elf tokens. Sure. Let's be Selesnya. So you want to be one of the 5 guild pairings that are in this set, which are Selesnya, which is about Convoke and making tokens. I can just wait. We have Izzet, Dimir. There's Dimir, Boros, and Golgari, which is black and green. You generally don't want to be doing things other than that because this is a multicolor format. You don't want to be, if you're drafting, say, green-blue, you're giving up on all the multicolor cards by doing so. That's just not what you want to be doing in this format. This pack, I was going to say it doesn't really have much for us. There's the Unicorn here, which might be okay. At 4 mana, you're paying 4 mana for a 2/2 that doesn't do anything on its own. But we do have this Fresh Face Recruit, this nice 2-drop here. It's a white hybrid card, so it can be used in Boros, it can be used in Izzet, it can be used in Selesnya, which is what we're going to be doing with it. And it can be used in... What's the other white guild? Well, Boros itself. Boros, Izzet, Selesnya. So yeah, that's 3 of them. What does this thing do? Enters battlefield, gain 4 life. There is a limit to the number of big cards we can play. There's also a Guild Gate here. I'd love to have the Guild Gate. I don't know, Fresh-Faced Recruit is pretty good. Oh, let's pick up our first Guild Gate. Or do I want to pick up? No, it's a 6-drop. Do I want another 2-drop? There's only one Selesnya Guild Gate. We can probably find other 2-drops. I want to make sure we get at least a Guild Gate. Oh, speaking of, there's another Guild Gate. Here's a Healer's Hawk. That could be kind of good. Siege Worm. Also pretty good. Yeah, it looks like Selesnya is remaining fairly open here. Now I can pick up a Siege Worm. I can pick up this 2-drop, which is just another 2-drop. I'd rather have more fresh-faced recruits, but we'll take our first Siege Worm. Big Golgari thing. I don't think we need that. What's it do? Target creature gains +X/+X in Vigilance. Yeah, we're going to have enough big stuff we're convoking into. Toughness 4 or greater. Maybe we'll take that. Or I could take the combat trick. I'll take Color the Culprit. I think running one of those for some removal should be fine. We have a Crushing Canopy now, or we have a Spider. And I'm just kind of locking into Selesnya early. It just, I don't know, after our first couple picks, it didn't seem like there was anything to pivot into, especially in that pack. So we'll take the 3-drop creature there. And it feels like we've got a pretty nice start. Let's take a look at the people here. Do I recognize any of these? Fix your face. No, I do not recognize any of these. Alright, this was our starting pack. You know, I was almost going to... What's this thing do? Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You reveal a creature or enchantment from among them and put it into your hand. So that's a 4-mana 2/1 draw card. Not bad, but I think Blade Instructor is just a little bit better. Even though it is a Mentor card, which is more doing what Boros wants to do. Tap 2 creatures. 5-mana 3/3 Vigilance I'm not super interested in. Righteous Blow. Or I could take Boros Guildgate and prepare for a possible red splash. Let's do that. And a very late Sky Knight Legionnaire. That probably shouldn't be here. I'm going to take this. We could, in theory, still be Boros. Creatures with Defender can't block. There's like a minor Defender theme in this, but it's not anything major. None of these cards we're gonna play. And yeah, this is a little bit of an older set. I was watching some drafts before this, and the packs kind of dry up here. Double Strike as long as you have a gate. 5-mana 3/3 Double Strike. We could actually run that. There's a good chance we actually might. Alright, Quasi-Duplicate. That's not in our colors. But this is in our colors. It has Convoke and enters with X +1/+1 counters. We're just going to play Selesnya Big Ooh. There's a really good 2-drop. I think I want that. We already have a couple big things to do already. First Strike and Mentor goes really well with the Healer's Hawk. Affectionate Indrake and Flower and Flourish. I'm going to take the Indrake. This is another good big thing to do. And since we already have 2 gates, I'm going to leave this splash on the table. Iron Shell Beetle. That could also go well with our Healer's Hawk. And then it can just like sit around and convoke for us. Wait, we also have 2 1/1 white soldiers. I'll take the 2-drop. We could still use some more of those. Another Indrake. Oh, and then... Oh, that's a haste mentor guy. That's this mentor guy. I'm going to take Indrake number 2. This is one of the top uncommons in the set. The other one being the Demir Disinformation Campaign. It's like a first pickable card. We have the Route, which wouldn't be bad because it gets us gates. I could pick a gate. The Route has a chance of coming back, or there's another 2-drop here. I like all of those options. What's this thing do? I don't care. Route. Let's take the... Let's take the ramp. Let's take the ramp. Boros Guildgate for the splash. Because this can also... Like, we don't even have to run a mountain necessarily, and we've got 3 red sources already. I like that. Four red sources. Would I play Pitiless Gorgon? Not particularly. Alright. Let's go back to picking cards in Selesnya colors, shall we? Another mentor thing. I mean, I can splash for Command the Storm. We have enough red sources already. We can take all the guild gates and just make a 5-color thing. I guess I'm just going to take guild gate because I'm not going to play any of this other stuff here. You don't really want to play the lockets, but we could if we had to. This guy is supposed to be one of the better Boros cards. It should have never came back. Should I just be Boros? What does it look like if I just pivot to Boros right now? I mean, we have a Legionnaire, a Locksmith. We only have a few. I'd have to play... We're just not getting the stuff here. We're getting like a good Boros early game, though. Another Sunhome Stalwart. 2 mana, 2/2 First Strike and Mentor. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I cut 7 cards. How many non-lands do I have? 18. Cut 7, I go down to 11, but then I have 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm at about the same amount. This can be run in either. And nothing else is particularly interesting. I don't... Experimental Frenzy is... It's a weird card advantage card. I'll just take the 2-drop. I think we're still playing our hodgepodge, primarily Selesnya deck. Another Route. I don't think we want to play 2 of those, especially... We do have a lot of big stuff. The other thing is I could play the Wood Shaper. I play the Wood Shaper. Selesnya Guildgate. Some pretty good Dimir cards. Yeah, most of this format is kind of going to be about uncommons. Oh man, Ornery Goblin is here too. This is where we really need to decide if we're going to be Boros or Selesnya as a base. Let's be Selesnya as a base. (5/5) Vigilance. When it attacks, deals 1 damage to each creature defending player controls. Okay. Or we have the Ledev Guardian. Well, let's take another big thing to do. You know, I think we could just... Oh, Righteous Blow. We need more removal. This is the 3rd Ornery Goblin we've seen. Ooh, another Iron Shell Beetle. I'll take the Beetle. I'm feeling like we should have been more Boros than what we are, but that's okay. I'm going to take the Recluse because that can help with our Convoke stuff. And it's a 1/4, so it's not going to die too easily. Double red is a little too tough to splash. I doubt I'm playing any of these. I might play this. The Tapper thingy. Life gain thingy. We have a lot of creatures as it is. Alright, I'm just going to take uncommons. I don't think I picked a rare in this. The rares we were offered were kind of unexciting. I don't even know if we have playables with all the gates we have. So I better pick... Target creature you control deals damage to its power to target player. I mean, if our big creatures can't smash in... Goblin Electromancer is a last pick for someone. Alright, have fun with that. I remember when I went to the pre-release, that's what I was going to say. The pre-release was like the only thing... is the only limited experience I have with the set, and I was an Izzet deck. Because back at this time, you would pick one of the guilds, and what I liked about the pre-release is you'd pick one of the guilds, and you would get a guild pack. So one of your 6 packs would be replaced with this guild pack, and it would have all cards of the guild in it. I wish they had brought that on to Arena, but oh well. We have... Well, we're not playing that. We have Woodshaper, we have Collar the Culprit. I don't think we're just going to splash for Command the Storm. 5 damage to a creature. Garrison Sergeant. That'll have double strike. I really just need to do that. I can cut that. Probably want to run more planes because we do have the one Healer's Hawk. We have so many white sources. We don't even need to run a mountain for this because we have 3 Boros Guild Gates and the route that'll get our sources. And we're just going to use this big stuff to smash through. That's going to be... And we have like a nice package of early, cheap, aggressive stuff. Look at this. This would have been good for a Boros set. We could have had 3 Ornery Goblins here too. Maybe I should just been straight Boros. But then I'd have to give up like the 2 Infectionate Indrakes we had. I don't know. I think it'll be fine either way. You can see we're in bronze. I've done a couple drafts here and there. Nothing I've recorded. This is my first recording draft since... Flame Dryad. since Rivals of Ixalan. Hand is playable. If we could draw a Healer's Hawk, that'd be great, because we could go turn 1 Healer's Hawk, turn 2 Beetle, put the counter on the Healer's Hawk, and we could just get very far ahead. Or we can draw more land. Maybe I want to cut a land when we're playing the route. I don't know. We have a lot of big stuff. We should probably be running 17 lands. Let's see. Did Arena fix this bug yet? Nope. I still cannot interact with opponents' pets. Let's see. Are we going to trade? We're up against Boros. Probably should trade. He traded and did nothing? That makes me want to just be aggressive. But our aggression is just a 2-drop this turn. Let's thin some lands out of our deck. There's a 5-mana 3/3. Wait, am I playing the 5-mana 3/3? I forget. Well, I can, unless we draw one of our super big things. I'd like to draw one of our Indrakes. That'd be a phenomenal draw right now. Because then I could just fight that 3/3. Didn't happen. We can command. Do I even want to? I don't need to do that this turn. I don't need to do that. Our 2/2 is threatening to become a 3/3 with first strike. What lands do you have over here? Oh, just the Outlaws of Thunder Junction lands. Skyline Scout, okay. I will blast away the 3/3 if our opponent doesn't present anything better. Because if he had something better than a 3/3, he probably wouldn't be doing that. And I realize we're going to trade off one of our mentors here, but there's not much I can do about that. Not going to play the land here. There's no reason to. Ooh. Conclave Cavalier. If I can pronounce it correctly. Conclave Cavalier. Why am I having a hard time saying conclave? Conclave Cavalier. That's a tongue twister. Street Riot. I don't think that's a card you want in your deck. That's a lot of mana just to give your creatures +1/+0 I mean, I guess it doesn't. Oh. Well, that's rude. I guess that's the same as trading. But we're still attacking for 7. I just wanted to attack. Bronze doesn't necessarily mean our opponents are going to be bad, although that one did probably have a suboptimal deck. He traded off his 2-drop and then just didn't have any plays for a while. Granted, it could have just been his hand, but then he had like the gravititic punch. Gravatic punch. What the punch card that we caught? I could see the punch card maybe being helpful if you can't get through like a stalled board state. 3-drop is fine when we're on the play. I don't want to mulligan this. Ginger Beast 1808. That name looks familiar. I feel like I may have played against this player in a Outlaws of Thunder Junction draft I did recently. And I think he won, so we gotta, you know, win this. He's playing Dimir, though. Burglar Rats. Oh, fine. Okay, so Iron Shell Beetle, what do we want to put the counter on? Put the counter on this, you might kill it. We're going to have to put the counter on this. We might not win this one because of the discard. I don't know. We shall see. I could go attacking in theory. I don't think we need to right now. I think we just need to play our Siege Worm next turn. Another thing I've noticed that they've implemented is when a creature has reach, it'll have the bow and arrow insignia during your opponent's turn, as to remind them. I'm surprised they didn't do something similar with First Strike, because there's so many. Must have been a lot of people complaining about attacking into creatures with reach. Pardon me, you have 1 blue mana. Why couldn't I? Oh, it has Menace. Why does that thing have Menace? Whatever, here's a Siege Worm. And I'm talking about reading cards. Well, just make your Dimir Spybug bigger and I'll kill it with Collar the Culprit. 4 ways to find red, and when we do, this thing will have double strike. So that'll be nice. Well, that's rude. That's going to struggle to get past any of this stuff. Well, I could collar this thing. And that lets my stuff attack. I'm gonna hold this in hand. Well, maybe I shouldn't. I should because of... I should keep the Guildgate in hand because of... Oh, I love that trade. that's how this is going down. It's not. Okay. I just kind of have everything. I should hold it in hand because of Disinformation Campaign, but I should play it because of Infectionate Indrake. And I have 2 Indrakes, and our opponent may or may not even have the discard campaign, so we're going to play the land. Now my Indrake won't kill the Spy Bug. And we just used our removal. We're not going to win this one, are we? Well, that was a good block for us. But we're down to 11. That's the Guild Gate we needed before. I don't have much removal in this deck, and that was going to be a problem whether we were Boros or Selesnya here. It's still a 3-turn clock. I have no way of presenting a 3-turn clock to our opponent. Now I should play the land. Affectionate Indrake won't even trade with the Spy Bug anymore. What can I say? He had the turn 3 Spy Bug and just kind of went to town. Oh, what is this now? That's actually, we just take 6 no matter what we do. Yeah. Yeah, it was also the Dazzling Lights was pretty bad. Alright. Well, our deck is light on removal. That is one of its downsides. And I was thinking that turn that our opponent didn't grow the Spy Bug, or the turn or 2 that he growed, is kind of out of the Surveil stuff. Nope. Alright, now we're up against Shane 43. We're lacking green, but we have a couple playables. I'm going to keep it. We have our splash color. I don't like seeing this. Any 3rd land lets us play Blade Instructor. It would be great if I don't just draw a bunch of green cards the whole time. Oh, okay. Well, if I'm not going to get a 3rd land, at least I got another creature I can play. If there's a Disinformation Campaign, I guess we discard the Spider. This is getting rougher by the moment. Our opponent's on 4 lands but isn't playing anything, which also terrifies me. What is this now? Is this the kill a thing, tap another thing? No, it's a capture sphere. Okay. That seemed unimpressive. See if he goes for a block here. Cool. Now I don't have to discard this turn, but I still need more than 2 lands to win this. Maybe I don't need more than 2 lands to win this. Maybe we just keep attacking. I don't know what's going on with our opponent. He's got 6 lands, 3 cards, not doing a whole lot. He's got all our lands. Oh, there's the Indrake. Alright. First thing I'm getting rid of is the spider. I think. Oh, we got the surveil. Well, that stops our attacks. And gets rid of more land. While I'm sitting here lacking land. I almost kind of like the spider, though. How many cards have we drawn without a land? Far too many. Ha! See, you discard a green card, you get a green source. It's that easy. Our opponent just keeps getting lands. Barrier of Bones. Cool. Now with another land I can play Collar the Culprit and kill that phantasm. Since I couldn't get my lands on time. Surveil 2, then draw a card. Okay. If we don't draw a land and he attacks here, we're just going to take it. And then I can do a cool trick where I play Iron Shell Beetle, pump one of these, and use the Blade Instructor to then pump the other Blade Instructor. And they're both 4 power. As if I don't get a land, I should be getting land. You need things to do, opponent. Why? That thing can attack now. Okay, well... I don't have good attacks, though. If I draw an untapped land, I can kill the Phantasm and then have great attacks. Again, getting rid of... Okay, well, the Narcomoeba. Why are you getting rid of Darkblade agents? I don't understand. Darkblade agents are one of Demir's better uncommons, or commons, excuse me. What does this thing do? 3 mana. One's 4 that surveils. Alright, there's the attack. Not gonna block it. Oh, seriously? I'm attacking for 10 here. That's no joke. I honestly just want to kill the 4 toughness thing. Look at this, I got both the Indrakes in my hand. My hand is just like straight up gas. Here we go. Here we go. We're rolling now. Let's attack first. And see what happens. Okay, well I can't do anything about that. Okay, so now it's just the Narc Amoeba. And the Spy Bug. That we're losing to. We're losing because we took so long to get our lands. Ooh. Healer's Hawk is amazing. But we need to race right now? Oh, yeah. That's the thing. Okay, and this thing can now start surveilling. Okay, we gotta play out the Healer's Hawk. Or do we? We take 2, 3 next turn. Yeah, we kind of do. I need to get the affectionate Indrake down. Stuff is just coming at a really bad time. That is the story of this game. Let's see what our opponent wants to do here. Takes 4. Yeah, I know that's not great because of the surveil. We'll be at 1. We have to hit an untapped land. But if I played Healer's Hawk, this thing would still be attacking us down to 2, and then surveil on the following turn. We'd still be dead. So we need an untapped land to survive. We've been needing untapped land this entire game. Our opponent over there has been flooding out something terrible, but we just... I don't know, maybe if I blocked 1 turn on the Phantasm. Narcomoeba holding back. That Narcomoeba holding back is actually what's going to help us here. It was a mistake not to attack with it. But our opponent doesn't want to risk combat tricks either. Alright. Well, you don't have a spy bug anymore. Denizen of Light of 4/5. Okay, that stops my attacks. Does that do anything? No, it just has a wall of flavor text. Alright. My attacks aren't technically stopped either, because I can do this. Tap your crap, and we're going to swing in with these 3. I can still play the Healer's Hawk post-combat. This still has Vigilance, so we still have blockers. We're fine. You're still taking 6 there. That doesn't help you. What a weird game. What can I say? But hey, that puts us into silver. Weird, weird game. Alrighty, let's keep going here. And here comes our next opponent. It is Boss Daddy 3. Alright. I mean, I guess we'll keep it. We've got color. We have green this time. So now it's going to be a case of we're going to draw all of our red cards and not see a red source for forever. I've seen enough of this card. Well, maybe we'll get to play the Elemental here. That's rude. I'm just not doing anything for a while. I'd like our 4-mana 4/4 right now. The Conclave Cavalier. I was gonna say Centaur, and I knew that wasn't right. This is fine enough, I guess. Blade Instructor or Recluse. I'll take the Recluse, I guess. Unfortunately, this doesn't trade with us anymore now that it got the counter. There's a route for our opponent. Not seeing any splash color. Well, I mean, this could be anything, but... I'm going to go for the double block on the Plague Crafter, because it's kind of becoming a nuisance. I don't like that. Wait a minute, why is this attacking? Yeah, I thought something was weird there. Hey, we got this thing. Okay. I will fully block that. Here are the cards. I still have gas. I may be at 8 life. But now I'm kind of in charge here. Just going to attack for 3 because I want to play this next turn. And then our opponent just won't have a way of dealing with it. Basic land card. Well, I can't even get the red source. Okay, you can take me down. Actually, I can attack. Tap like this. Alright. Darn it! Okay. I guess hexproof things do answer... Or Death Touch can answer hexproof. That's annoying. The perfect card to answer this. Then again, it is a Golgari deck, so there's probably more Death Touch cards in here, I would imagine. I mean, Plague Crafter could answer it if it was my only thing. Okay, well I have a Siege Worm. You ready to trade your Gorgon yet? I got more big stuff. Next turn I attack all out, unless something happens. This turn I attack all out. There we go. Another close round due to weird issues. Let's stop having weird issues and oh hey, it's Outlaws lore. I know nothing about it. And I'll continue to know nothing about it. Dwayne. Or Dwayne. Dwayne. We will keep this. I do have lots of 2-drops in the deck. Hopefully we can draw some. Lands are fine. Well, no, lands aren't really great anymore. Because we have the route coming up. Stop with the lands. I need things to do with lands. So we had a game where we got mana screwed for 25 turns, and now we're getting a game where we're getting flooded. Get some more gates. This isn't gonna be good. Because we're up against a good Boros start. He can attack with both. I'm gonna Indrake. Yeah, I can't really block that one with 4 toughness things. I'm gonna Indrake and kill this first, I think. We'll see what else he's got. Healer's Hawk. Yeah, we're gonna kill the Mentor guy. I have a reach blocker for the Hawk, so I'm not worried about that. And I don't need to block the Ornery Goblin again, because I can just Indrake that next turn. Good thing we drew our second Indrake. Indrake. Yeah, and not blocking. We've been over this. Indrake. That's a beast. How come they haven't errated this to like a dinosaur? That looks... I don't know. Ah! Not allowed to have that. Okay, I will trade with... Am I gonna trade? I don't need to trade. I have a first striker. Your 3-2 doesn't scare me anymore. Alright, opponent, what do you got? He's got the problem we had a couple games ago. Stuck on 3 lands. I was stuck on 2 lands for the longest time. I made the most of it. Oh, nope, he's not stuck. He's going right to town. I guess we're going to attack for 8. Opponent just taking it to the face. Works for me. Well, opponent, you're going to have to block something here. You could gain 2 life by attacking with these 2. That won't do a whole lot, though. Ultimately. Yep, he's going for it. I guess if there's any tricks, like any death to blockers, but then again, if there was a pump spell, I would have preferred it not on the Healer's Hawk, so I probably should have blocked the patrol there. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh yeah, that's on blocks too. Well, why was he taking all that damage then? I don't know. Yeah, I just played another creature right into the other direct current, but well, what else can I do? We gotta keep presenting stuff. He'd have to spend 3 of his mana doing that anyways, and a card from his hand. Meanwhile, we're still quite comfortable at 12 life. There's no more mentoring. Make the correct block this time. Another thing I could do is mentor up this Recluse. I have half the mind to do that. But I'd have to sack my Sunhome Stalwart, because there's no way this is going to live due to the direct current. I could also direct current the Recluse directly. Yeah, okay. I was going to say, don't tell me you tapped in a way that doesn't let me cast that. Now we're going to have a bit of a race. Four mana, 2/3 flying vigilance. I guess don't underestimate that. This is another tight battle. Should I have attacked with this? Because this would be just a free block. Maybe I needed to. Because I think I might lose now due to the Healer Hawk. So go back up to 4 life. Not really, because both of these have to be blocked. Well, I guess any blocker... Did we get there? We got there. That was way too close. Like I said, just because we're in the lower ranks does not mean our opponents are bad players or anything. Could just mean they play less. Or they haven't played as... Yeah. Or it could be like me, that's a returning player. Like, I've been top 1200 Mythic multiple times. I just haven't drafted that much in a while, so my ranking has deteriorated into bronze. But I'm back because of Guilds of Ravnica, and I enjoy Ravnica. The Hellspurs are the most hard-boiled and violent bandits of them all. Hard-boiled? They integrate the natural magic of the land directly into their bodies, turning themselves into villains that can perform cruel feats of legend. Well, good for them. Morton Witchman, a platinum-ranked player, and yeah, this is the start we get against platinum player. Okay, this is keepable. Let's get rid of... We're far off from the elemental. Let's get rid of that. We're not actually far off from the sergeant, because we're going to search up our... Yeah, we're going to search up our guild gate. We're going to be fine. We just have to survive long enough. We're up against... Is it? Oh, look, I even have the thing we need. If I knew we were going to just draw lands, I wouldn't have bottomed a 9-drop. Let's not block. I don't like that card. Casting, yeah, you guys can read what it does. It's going to get bigger, then it's going to make mana. I was also expecting a direct current coming at some point. This is one of the better red rares, probably. If I play another one, it's just going to die. Let's do this. So we can start casting some big stuff that we start drawing. Is it Locket? Oh, I wasn't supposed to play that. Because he could just spend his turn doing direct current now. I'm just like, ooh, 2 mana, I can still play this. Not really. Then again, that'll be most of his turn if he does go for the current. Muse Drake. 4 mana, 1/3 that draws a card. Okay. Okay. I could double up counters on this thing and then get this to 4/4 double strike. Kinda dig that. Alternatively, I could just make this a 5/5 double striker right now. Nah, let's spread out counters. We'll punish him for not doing direct current. And this is a lot of damage. Oh, he's just taking it all. Alright, opponent is down to 6. Okay, do you have an answer for my 4/4s? Please don't. I mean, he didn't have an answer last turn for the 3/3 double striker. Either that or he didn't fear it. But if he didn't fear it, why didn't he just kill it and then keep attacking when I'm so low on health? So he either needed more mana, or needed to find an answer. Okay. Need a little bit more help from the deck. Three, four, five, six. I don't mind this attack. Especially if you're attacking me after playing all your stuff. Gonna hold back a Muse Drake. Alright. Attacking for 5. I will block like this. That's not good. Well, that is lethal. So that has to be chump blocked. That just runs into the Mystic. I don't want to. Okay. Unfortunately, I didn't draw like an affectionate Indrake there. Would have been great. Could have killed off the steam can. Would have been happy times. Going for face. That's not good. I think we're going to lose this one. Yeah, there's just too many flyers, direct. This is what Is It does. It just plays some spells, plays like Murmuring Mystic. I loved playing Is It when I had it. Jumpstart makes it so that you never have a dead draw, because any dead lands you would normally get can just be any of your Jumpstart cards in the graveyard. So getting to turn those otherwise dead lands into extra spells just makes it so great. I'm just dead next turn. And there's no real way around it. I don't have any trample tricks. Yeah, I don't have a way out of this. I mean, our opponent's board is just wider. It's flying. More of the... Shouldn't be blocking with that, but okay. Meanwhile, I have this. So the plan for this deck... Well, we'll go over that when we look at the deck again, because this is our third loss. All you gotta do is direct current and attack in the air. I guess there weren't really any great ground attacks, but... Yeah. Opponent having double direct currents there. couldn't do much about that. Oh wait, that was only our second loss. Huh, somehow I thought that was our third loss. I guess because we had such bad games and such close games, I thought we lost more of them. Aura shards. We can keep this. Healer's Hawk. You don't say. We'll do our fresh-faced recruit. Up against Boros again. I'll fix it so the auto-tapper can't possibly screw me out of Righteous Blow. Because you know if I play the fort... No, the auto-tapper is smart enough to leave open a white, but... Still, attack me. Do I care about that? Tap for 3. No, not right now, anyways. The good thing is, I can still use this to convoke with Luminous Bonds because this doesn't tap it. Okay. I guess my big thing now has to trade with that. I hope it trades with that. It's not trading with that. Well, that's bad. Spider does not help. I'd have to have an Indrake to trade with that. Candlelight Vigil. I didn't even know this was a card. I mean, I know I saw it in our draft, but prior to that... Oh, that thing's awful. I don't think we have a way of winning this. That's supposed to help me push damage through. Okay. And any damage that thing takes is going to deal. Block. That was odd. Like, opponent should be over there swinging for the fences. Like, this thing has meant... Okay, I guess this card could be used in a aggressive Boros deck like this. I don't think we can win this. As it is, I don't think we're surviving. We're not even... It does not matter how we block it. We're not even surviving this attack. And then we'd still take another 3 damage from the Mentor's ability, so you should just been swinging, but okay. Well, I guess I got the 3 losses now. Let's take one more look at the deck. I'd say 4-3 is pretty good for a deck that didn't have like any bomby rares or things like that. It was just kind of It was mostly creatures. Yeah, a lot of creatures. We didn't see much removal the whole draft. We saw Collar the Culprits. But I didn't really want more than one of them. The Woodshaper was kind of meh. The Cavalier was great. Yeah, there's a cycle of these things. One for each guild that has heavy color requirements. 2 green, 2 white, or 2 red, 2 blue for the Is It one. But they're all like phenomenally strong uncommons. Like I said, most of the powers in the uncommons, the Indrix, the Elemental. This one's a common. It's pretty good, but yeah, most of your powers coming from uncommons in this format. Overall, not a horrible deck. This counts as our Selesnya deck, I guess. We'll claim our prize. And I guess for now, I'll take my leave.